Let's go. No. Wait. I don't think you just sniped no more. No way. I'm confused, bro. Alright, he might not be a snipe no more. Dude, that's confusing. I think my thing undersold too. I'll pass on him. Jeez. 1.2 million? That's it? There's no way, bro. 1.2 million? What's good, Reggie? Bro. 1.2 million? 32 Hall of Fame? Dude, yo, if I get this for like 15 mil, that's a snipe. This thing should be worth like 3 million, bro. Or 2. What? Weird. Hey, bro. Should I bid on? Chat, should I bid on it? Should I bid 1.4 mil? You think I'll make profit if I did? 32 Hall of Fame badges, bro. Yeah, it's 8 too. But like, I don't know, dude, because tomorrow it could go down in price. There's only 32 Hall of Fames. Oh yeah, there's a bid coming up. So I guess he's on second one. Right now, it's one. That's sad, bro. Yes. Wait, from you? 1.5 million for a 32 badge. Giannis. Sheesh. I feel bad for that. The dude that has to. I feel bad for that dude, bro. That's selling it. Why not just get the duo for 270? What do you mean, bro? Oh, I thought about the other Giannis. The diamond one. Damn. Oh. So I'm not stopping him again. Oops. I just. Why do I accidentally turned the cable off.
Getting my wife's So we got a very, 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 very extra interesting story today. So basically, this nigga that owes us some cash pulled up to the crib, and he thinks we're cool with him. So my manager is like, we're kicking him. But basically, I'm about to just beat this nigga's ass, and you guys get to watch it firsthand. So this is why we make these niggas. owes us some cash. Pulled up to the crib, and he thinks we're cool with him. So my manager was like kicking him. But basically, I'm about to just beat this nigga's ass. You guys get to watch it firsthand. So this is why I made these niggas. Chill, I'm still going.
Keely's parents were just on Fox News and spoke about her relationship with Jack. And this is the Jack that supposedly was called several times the night of the incident. Here are some clips from the Facebook page, so I'm sorry if they're not very clear, but I'll put the captions on.
Jack was Katie's boyfriend for many years. They just recently broke up. There was no animosity at all. It was a breakup on Katie's point. It was not. They still talk every single day. Katie just thought that he needed a little break. They were on a mission to get back together. Katie talked to Jack the whole time. She was that we're going to have time with Jack. And Jack is strong as we are. Jack is our family. Jack is 100%, 2,000% our family. And Jack is with us. And we stand behind him 100%. There's working him that we know in our heart, in our mind, in our soul. Jack is hurting. And Keely and Jack would have eventually been there. They would have eventually been married and they would have eventually had children together. So the day ex-boyfriend, it was Katie just being cracked. Being like, I need to break. But Jack is in her heart and they were close to getting back. And that was just Haley being Haley. So absolutely, Jack is not.
Keely's parents were just on Fox News and spoke about her relationship with Jack. And
how did we not realize sooner?
Jack Wright is receiving a ton of backlash right now for dressing up as Jeffrey Dahmer. He posted a TikTok. Jack Wright is receiving a ton of backlash right now for dressing up as Jeffrey Dahmer. He posted a TikTok last night dressed up as Jeffrey, and a lot of people are saying that it's offensive to the victims and their families. And as a response to all the backlash he was getting, Jack deleted the video. Jack Wright is receiving.
Lúc mà Vân xem chương trình chắc tham gia và nhận cái
Okay, I've been obsessing over the murders in Idaho. The whole case is it's mind-fucking, okay? Prime suspect, Jack S., right? He's at the food truck. He's moving when they move. He's watching them. Trying to talk to them. They're ignoring him. It's weird. Maddie looks over, points at him, says, F you. That made me think, do these kids party together? Have they been in an argument before? Has he been weird? Why else would she say F you? None of that is a fact. It just made me start thinking, why would she say F you to him? So the thing that no one is really talking about is Xana's TikTok. There's a video of them partying together, right? Guess who's in the video? Jack. Now Jack's alibi is, I drove 5 hours to my parents' cabin that night. Suspicious itself. I've also seen pictures of him in the ski mask, and it kind of looks like there's some red stuff on his hoodie. What would make the most sense to me is if it's him, obviously they party together. He's probably been over to their house before. That might be a reason why the dog didn't react the way a dog would react to a stranger coming into the home at 3 in the morning. That would also be lined up as to maybe that's why he knew the codes. Another thing I thought about is how Kaylee's dad wants to put up reward signs all around town, and the police don't want him to. Jack's parents are wealthy. They're a part of the community. They're a part of the university. Is someone trying to pay someone off to make it not a big deal what Jack was doing that night? It's all very cohesive. It's all lining up. It's all freaking me out. You cannot buy yourself out of a freaking murder case, okay? And I'm not saying that's what's happening, but that's what it's.
When Jack showed up was at the food truck, he made a new friend named Joe Vidal. When interviewed, Joe Vidal said Jack was funny, nice. He was there to ensure the girls got home safely because they were super drunk. He was a solid guy. Believe me when I tell you, he had good vibes. In this clip, Jack S. and Kaylee are walking side by side. Jack walks towards the back because the girls are going to order food and he isn't. It looks like a cold night. This girl has a coat and a beanie and gloves on. Jack puts on his hoodie and steps to the side so he's not blocking the line for the Grubhub truck. Once it was ordered, Joe made a joke about this guy in a tank top, and Jack bowed to him, and that's kind of where they hit it off, according to Joe. Something you might not know, Maddie and Jack S. follow each other on Instagram. Jack S. is friends with Jake Schreiger, Maddie's boyfriend, who was 5.5 hours away in Boise. I feel like Jake was truly just trying to keep an eye on the girls as they had their one last hurrah before Kaylee moved off to Texas. Joe Vidal said that Maddie was being really silly and trying to take everyone's food. You can see the girls are laughing, and Jack is also laughing with Joe. And then they do a handshake, and then Kaylee starts to record Maddie, and they're just in the moment, being silly, and then their ride comes, and then they kind of scamper off. And then that's when Joe points, oh, they're leaving. And Jack looks over like, oh, hey, thanks, girls, bye. I guess bye. So he points, looks over, oh, okay. Then he turns to say something to Joe. Joe isn't there. So then he just walks over. You can see his hand come out from his jacket. He waves at them or something, and then he puts his hand back in his pocket, as you can see, and he takes off. And then this other part of the night was interesting when Maddie came over and hugged number 9 Jersey guy. And after she hugged him and walked away, he looks over at his other friend in a jersey and then makes a sleeping motion with his hands. Just watch. Looks over at his friend then glances over in Maddie's direction, and then number 9 takes his hand, makes a sleeping motion, and then 2 girls come over and talk to them. One has a backpack on, and the other, I believe, is his sister, kind of up in his face, and the guy in the tank top is also there. And then they take off. Interesting.
Let's talk about this ex-boyfriend, Jack. There he is with one of the victims, Kaylee. Police have stated in their official press release yesterday that they have cleared him as a suspect. Here's what we do know. What we know is that 6 missed calls were made from Kaylee to Jack's phone. Her ex-boyfriend didn't answer, and for the police to rule him out, which they publicly stated he did, he must have a solid alibi. I'm thinking what a solid alibi is. Crime scene, time of murder. There's Jack physically somewhere. No way he could have done it. I'm sorry, it's Thanksgiving. Drawing with my 2-year-old. He stole my blue crayon. I need him to give it back. Got it back. Let's get back to the investigation. Some examples of a solid alibi would be crime scene.
There's a major development tonight in the murder of 4 college students in Idaho. Detectives want to speak to the driver of a white 2011 to 2013 Hyundai Elantra with unknown license plate. They say the occupants of the car may have critical information regarding the case. Also today you can see police began collecting the victims' personal belongings that they say are no longer needed for the investigation. They want to return them to their families. Well, there's a major development tonight in the murder of 4 college students in Idaho. Detectives want to speak to the...
Visiting the home at night provides a different perspective. The lights are left on exactly how they were the night of the murders.
So, Andrew, what did we find out tonight?
Okay, so new information. When we were out there at night, the thing that we did not know prior to this is that the balcony on the 3rd level, underneath it, they have put lights. Lights for ambience purposes when they're out there at the fire pit. There's a couch out there and there's lights. It lit up the whole backyard. There is only one spot in that backyard that is dark enough that somebody could have gotten into. And the spot was that window that's missing the screen and had the cinder block underneath it. They said that there was no forced entry into the home. And maybe there was no forced entry into the home, but there definitely was an entry into that home. And I believe it was that bedroom window, not the sliding glass door. And the reason why I say not the sliding glass door is when you look at the video, that sliding glass door is lit up like a Christmas tree. This assailant is somebody that's delusional and demented. He's probably fantasized about this for some time. And I keep wondering how many times he went to that house to commit that act and chickened out before he finally committed and went inside and did the brutal murders.
Visiting the home at night provides the Idaho college murders.
How does one individual kill 4 people at night and not wake up the other 2 remain?
It is believed that between 3 and 4 a.m. on November 13th, 4 beautiful souls tragically lost their lives. 3 weeks earlier, just 3 miles away, a couple had a disturbing find. They let their dog Buddy out, and when they found him, he had been skinned. Buddy's owner said the other side of him was as though they had filleted him, like they were about to eat him. It was terrible. There are so many unanswered questions, but it's important to remember the victims and who they were. When I searched the victims' TikToks, I noticed that Kaylee followed me and watched my true crime videos. When I learned this, my heart sank. I feel even more compelled to share her story as well as the other victims and spread awareness. This killer needs to be found and be held accountable for this atrocity.
Stop all this. Let us mourn our children. We know this person is out there. You know who did it. You know who you are. Just end it. The guilt has got to be just overwhelming. It's got to be sickening. Stop hiding. Stop running. Just turn yourself in.
This is personal. This was calculated.
They were real. Kaylee and Maddie. And they posted real girl things. And they...
All it takes is for one observant person to notice something out of the ordinary. Perhaps someone that has cuts on their hand, or a fingerprint on a wall with blood, or some dirty gloves, or someone acting unusual. It's all in the details, and sometimes it's right in front of us.
Link in bio for the full video.
Alright, I'm gonna end this.